Hey everybody, it's me, Gregory Mannarino. How are you today? It is Wednesday, December 13th, 2017. This is it. We are down to the wire. Fed rate hike decision later today, and I cannot wait to talk about it. What they do, what they don't do, what came out of Janet Yellen's mouth. I'm going to have my barf bag on the side there. It's really the truth. It's just whatever she says, you could ignore most of it, honestly. She's going to talk about probably what they're going to do next year. None of it's going to happen. I can tell you that right here and right now. But we'll focus on today, what is going on. And speaking of that, take 1 minute of your time and look what they're doing right now to the bond market. Go to my website, traderschoice.net. You know where this is. Most of you follow the bond market right there. Congratulations to you. Right under the chat room is the bond market chart. Humongous spike. They're in there buying bonds ahead of the Fed decision here, which really does not make any sense if you put it into a perspective. The Fed is probably going to raise rates here. But here's the issue. At all costs, and they will support this bond market. They're going to get in there, buy them. They're not going to allow a sell-off. It's happening right now. You know this. We've been watching this action, you and I, since I put that chart on the website, on my website. It's unbelievable. Absolute rigging right in front of our faces. And right now, it's propping up the stock market. Are you surprised? Of course you're not. I outlined every single thing that this market does before it happens for you. And really, I hope you're taking advantage of this. Speaking of that, yesterday, I explained to you that I bought February in-the-money calls on Apple, which vaulted up almost 1% right at the open. I actually closed that position with a nice gain. Facebook opened up slightly. I closed that right at the open with a minimal loss, but a very nice net gain for the day. So Facebook is actually my first losing trade in as far back as I can remember right now. I was due, and it was just a tiny loss. I think it opened up like 0.23%. I just decided to close it because I saw what was going on in the bond market. I mean, with that massive buying, and go look at it. It's just too much. They're propping it up. They're going to continue to do this, people. The bond market, they will not allow it to become unstable in any way, shape, or form. It's in the biggest bubble in the history of the world. They have got to manage it, because if they don't get that right, and they're gonna screw it up at one point, the Federal Reserve is going to come down like I don't think people have any idea. Now let's talk about a couple of other things that are going on right now. The paper derivatives of gold and silver are down. Also, the dollar is down. You know that these things are priced in dollars. So let's see. Dollar's down. Gold and silver down. Does that make sense to you? Of course not. It doesn't matter anymore. There's a complete disconnect between what the dollar does and how the metals markets are being rigged. Generally, dollar down, metals up, because they're priced in dollars. It's unbelievable, really, but it doesn't matter. They are rigging it to the highest order. Please look up the London Gold Fix, and if you think that should be legal, what they're doing, it's public knowledge. It's being rigged. It's unbelievable. It really is. So today, just let's sum this up real quick. Right out of the hole, they are buying bonds like there's no tomorrow. They're keeping it stable, despite the fact that the Fed is probably going to raise rates later. Shouldn't make any sense to you. Makes no sense to me, other than the fact that we know it's rigged. You know what's going on here with the stock market. It's higher. It's going to continue higher here. There's no doubt about it. However, I explained to you that I did close my position on Apple with a nice gain. Fractional loss on Facebook. Nice net gain for the day. But the reason why I did that, this may change throughout the day. Facebook could drop throughout the day. I'm not really sure. And Apple could go higher. look, I'm a conservative trader. You know that, all of you. I want to hear what comes out of its mouth later. Its mouth, you know? You know who I'm talking about. I did a nice a nice interpretation of her yesterday. A lot of you got a real kick out of it. I couldn't stop laughing myself, I'll be honest with you. I'm being very cautious here. After it speaks, then I will think about reallocating funds. If you're interested in what I do, when I do it, I will post it to my social networks, Facebook, Twitter, Google, all that stuff. So if you want to follow along, I'll post it. Look, I want to be as wide open and as transparent as I possibly can be, and that's exactly what I have done for all of you. I've outlined every single trade for weeks and weeks now, and many of you have written to me, Greg, thank you, I made so much money. Congratulations to you. I'm glad you're not sitting there like a deer in the freaking headlights, and you're actually acting and doing something. All right, I'm going to end this video, but before I let you go, do not, and I cannot stress this enough, do freaking not miss the new interview that I just did with Greg Hunter, USA Watchdog. I'm going to place a link to that in the description of this video. Just don't miss it. You will not be disappointed. All right, with that said, I'll see all of you at the end of the day. We're going to sum all this up. We'll talk about Janet Yellen. See you later. Over and out.